I have a 16-year-old girl's diary from 1925. Let's see what she was up to on February 17th. Tuesday, February 17th, 1925. Mary S. and Foggs and myself went to hear Florence Stern, violinist, 17 years old. She has just returned from abroad. She was awfully good. Mother went to movies. Peter Pan. She went with Mrs. Bacon. I went in PM. They were very good. Grandma went to Fortress meeting. Folks were gone when I returned home, so Mrs. Serafini asked me over. I stayed until folks came. Enzo was up to Kenneth's, but came home before I left, so he took me home. Studied some, but did not finish it. Okay, obviously we have to talk about Peter Pan. It came out in December of 1924, so it was still new and fresh in February. It was a silent film based on the 1904 play of the same name. Here is the poster, which is, yeah. Here are Wendy and Peter, and here are Mr. and Mrs. Darling. And here is Nana the dog, which is a person in a dog suit. It did very well in the box office, and yes, Walt Disney did see it, and yes, it did inspire him to make his 1953 adaptation. Florence Stern was really interesting to see. She was kind of a child prodigy violinist, and from the time, at least from the time she was 12 years old, she was playing in front of massive audiences. This is an article from Dartmouth Alumni Magazine from 1921, and it says 12-year-old violin wonder showed conclusively just why she is already rated as one of the country's best. The young genius ran through a program of 5 numbers in a manner that would have done credit to a finished player of twice her age, and her finished style and exceptional technique were subjects of enthusiastic comment. And there was even an article about her in the New York Times. It's up there, really small, but still. So some really interesting pop culture in this entry. And she mentions Enzo, who took her home, which is super sweet. And I'm glad that she's giving herself at least a little bit of a reprieve from the intense studying for these advanced classes. This was a fun one. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another entry from Louise's diary.